The Grab the Wheel and Go tour is about to kick off about a week away, and I'm joined with the Washboard Union, Chris Duncombe. How's it going?
I'm doing great. I'm getting pretty excited, I have to be honest.
How did your summer go? Like, you're just getting off festival season right now, and you did a big festival in Mexico, is that right?
We started the year off doing that, yeah, and then this summer was one of our busier summers. I think it was 14 festivals. We kicked it off in Nashville at CCMA Fest, and then we were crisscrossing the country all summer long. We got home to the Canadian Country Music Awards, and then it feels like we've just been home a few weeks and we're going back out again.
So you guys have a JUNO award, 9 times CCMA award winners. Like, you're doing well there, and now you're going to be on CBS, the hit TV drama Tracker.
You heard about that?
Yeah,
yes.
October 27th. So how did that come about?
It turns out the director was a fan of Washboard, and we got a call from an old friend who works in TV in LA and said that they wanted to license some of our music and have us appear in the show. And I think it was about 4 days later we were on set. It was really cool and very quick. We were on set for a day, and really cool show. Justin was very cool, the lead in the show. And yeah, it was a nice opportunity. It's nice when someone is a fan of your band and it turns into something that you hadn't done before.
Yeah, what an experience. So, and you got to do more than one song. You did New Paint and Neon Needs the Night from your latest album.
Yeah, those are the songs they're using in the show.
And that Westerly album is awesome. Like the band on her t-shirt, that came out in, was it May?
May 24th.
Yeah, so it was just in time for us to get on our summer playlist, but it's been climbing the charts like crazy.
Yeah, that song just won't go away. It's great. We just love that people received that song as well as they did. It's, we heard that song and got in the studio and recorded it, and it just had a magical feeling, like some of our past songs that have done so well. And so we're so excited to get it out. And I mean, the first time we played it on stage, people knew the words by the second chorus and they're singing along, which is always what happens with Washboard songs. So yeah, we're thrilled at how that one is done and all the songs on Westerly. It's a record we're particularly proud of.
Well, and it's nice that you get to tour this one right away, because your last album, you were kind of iffy whether to put it out, because you put it out during the pandemic, didn't you? And then you didn't get to tour it until recently.
Yeah, the record company at the time, Warner, had asked us, look, this is going to get really weird for a while. What do you want to do? A lot of bands are sitting on their records. And there was such a sense of like limitless hope on that record, Everbound, that we thought, that the hardest things in our lives, music has always played a role in getting us through it. So we would be, doing our fans a disservice if we held it. So let's release it and let the cards fall where they fall, and we'll tour it as soon as we're safe to get out and tour it. And that's what we did. When it was all safe to go, we were one of the first bands back out on the road, and we toured that record and had a blast. And our fans, during the time when we were all sort of huddling at home, that record was out. And I know a lot of records didn't come out at that time. And I'm forever glad we made that choice to sort of be courageous and put it out.
And then to have another one so close to it, and 85 million career streams. So it seemed like a good decision, even though what an awesome thing to do for your fans. So this fall tour, it's going to be a lot different than that festival feeling, because you guys are doing a lot of theaters. So
yeah, we wanted to get out and play smaller towns, medium and smaller towns that we don't often get out to. Places that we've been that we wanted to get back to, but a bunch of places we'd never been before. They're very different shows. And so to be able to play a smaller theater is a totally different experience for a fan. And so they're not seeing the same thing over and over again. And we're excited to do that. It kind of gives you a different opportunity to tell more stories and be the three jackasses that we are known to be and have fun. And so it's a different show, but it's really exciting to be able to bring this one out.
It's awesome, too, to be able to hear stories, because at festivals, you get a shorter set because there's other bands playing. And this is all your own, and it's more intimate, and you don't have, everybody jumping around at the stage. It's more chill atmosphere, right?
It's true. Yeah, I mean, we still have the same high energy, but you you have the ability to sort of bring the crowd on more of a roller coaster. And you can do things that you maybe wouldn't have as much of an opportunity to do at a festival. It's hard to just do like 3 guys around a single microphone with an acoustic at a festival when you're playing to 15,000 people, but in a theater, it's really cool to be able to do that. And so we want to be able to create those kind of moments and take people inside the band a little bit because there's a bunch of records to be able to take songs from. And it's been cool crafting the set list for this tour, because we asked our fans, like, you guys love our music, what do you want to hear? And there were some really great suggestions of songs we don't normally play that we're going to work into the set. So it's like a reunion for us getting out at seeing our fans across the country on this tour.
So have you taken like dedications, certain stops that you're going to be making? Do you have some of those fans that are wanting certain songs that you might play in one town but not the other?
Yeah, I think it's more been songs that we just never had a chance to play on a lot of the festival shows that people have seen us on, or out on, the bigger tours. So I think, there were just some gems. And the exciting part is a lot of the suggestions have been from Westerly, right? Songs people just maybe haven't heard on the radio, or there's a lot of new music on that record that people haven't seen live, and some songs that have never been played live. So
you're on banjo, Aaron's on guitar, and David's on the mandolin and sometimes the washboard, and that's where you got your name?
Well, we had when the band started out in the very, very beginning, we had a different name. Washboard Union was the name the band became. We had an old washboard, same one David still plays on stage, was over 150 years old. Her name is Mabel. It hung on the wall in our rehearsal space. And so when we actually changed the name of the band, David came up with that name because that washboard always hung on the wall. And the washboard was kind of the rhythm section for very early music, Appalachian music and others, because everyone had one and you could scratch out a rhythm on it. Someone had an old guitar or an old banjo. So washboard has played like such a significant role in country music and bluegrass music from the very beginning that it just kind of felt right. We were such fans of country from not just a bunch of different eras, but a bunch of different sounds and styles. And it just fit. Once we saw it on a t-shirt, we were like, yeah, that's us.
This Grab the Wheel and Go tour is going to be with Red Hill Valleys. Where'd you meet those guys, or how did that union come up?
Yeah, we wanted to take bands that were regional on this tour. So we've taken openers from 3 different spots. So Red Hill Valleys are joining us in Ontario. They're just such a talented bunch of musicians, and that's home for them. And it's an opportunity to get out in front of washboard fans and to play. And we just think they're, we wanted to pick bands we thought were a good fit that are just talented and we enjoy their music. So we haven't, other than Zoom calls, really had much time with those guys, but we're excited to have them out on these shows. And
then you wrap up the tour. Is that your hometown you guys are wrapping it up in?
Yeah, Aaron and I grew up in Kelowna, and it's where I still call home. And we haven't played here in a very long time, so it's exciting that we're going to wrap everything up here. And then we're home for like a month and a bit, and then we go off to Australia.
Oh, wow. Do you have a Christmas album? I saw you had an award from...
Oh, no. We host a Christmas radio show. We've done it for 4 years, and this is our 5th year. And so it's on like 40 radio stations across Canada and Sirius XM every year. And it's hosted by us, but a ton of our friends are on it every year. So this year, we already know that, Mackenzie's going to be on it, Stephen Lee Olson, and a whole bunch of others have been on it. Everybody you can imagine in Canadian country has been on the show at one time or another.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I thought it was an album. Would you guys ever think of doing a Christmas album?
We've done Christmas songs in the past. We've done a few different ones. But yeah, I think at some point we might do that. I think we'd want to do something really interesting with it. So I won't give it away. But yeah, I think down the road you'll probably hear something like that from us.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that and the Grab the Wheel and Go tour coming our way and across Canada. Small venues too, so it's nice and intimate. But that means tickets will go fast.
They sure will. And you can get all the ticket info at our website, thewashboardunion.com. And all the links are right there for you to check out.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you so much for taking the time with me and going through everything. This has been great. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
You too.